Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be focusing on KVD Beauty. So this is a brand that has been around obviously for a really long time, but I never actually tried their products before, mostly just because their original founder just had a couple of things that happened, and I'm not going to go into any more detail on that, but if you're interested, you can definitely look up the history of the brand online. So the point is, after two different rebranding periods, they are now KVD Beauty, and it stands for, and I'm going to read this because I can never remember it, it's Cara, Veritas, and Decora, so it stands for Value, Truth, and Beauty in Latin. And this brand is known for being completely vegan, completely clean, and they're really just going through a complete rebranding period, so I thought I would finally try out this brand and see what's what. I have several of their products in front of me. I think we're going to be able to get a pretty good idea of what this brand is like. And then also super exciting, I'm joined by one of my best friends today who's also standing behind the camera, so this is just a real good day. Let's get started. The first product we're going to talk about is their Good Apple Foundation. The nice thing about this is that the entire thing is recyclable. So after you finish all of your foundation in here, you can actually just recycle the packaging. The other thing I will say as well is that I know that this has been making its rounds on TikTok, so I guess we will get to see, is it really that good? I have this in the shade medium 33. It might not match, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. I was looking it up online. It looks like it's a really full coverage foundation, so I don't necessarily want to pack it on my face. I have already primed. Everything's pretty much good to go. We do also have their brush as well. This is their number 10 brush. I actually purchased a lot of my products in a bundle. I don't know if you guys know the YouTube influencer. Her name is Genevieve. She's Scottish and I love watching her videos. I think she's a fantastic artist. But she put together this collection on their website. So I think it ultimately ended up being like, you get $160 worth of product for like 90 bucks. So I was like, yes, I will try that. Now that this swatch has been on my hand for 5 minutes, we'll go ahead and apply it to our face. Actually, that's not a bad color match. It's pretty good. I'm a little bit red, just from, I had some fun last night with some drinking. So, drinks. It is blending in really well with this brush. Generally speaking, with cream foundations, I think brushes are a lot easier to use. You still see a little bit of redness peeking through here. So I'm actually going to now maybe I'll take the brush into the pan here. Just pick up product that way and see how it goes. Oh, that was a lot more than I expected. Okay, all right, let's just split that a little bit. Wow, okay, so I'm actually gonna, that was so much. I picked up so much on the brush. Okay. So if you are all about the full coverage moments, then brush and pan is what's gonna get you there. I'm not really, so this is a bit much. Why is there so much? The foundation is on. It actually, I mean, it applied pretty quickly, which is kind of nice. So let's take a look at her face though and see how it looks. It's not bad. I mean, it's sitting like a cream foundation would. So besides the fact that it's not a really good shade match because it's light. See, this is the issue with online purchasing. Never get the perfect foundation matches. Anyway, it's a little bit light, but it looks like it covered up pretty well. I'm gonna use bronzer to kind of deepen everything later. I will say that it got a little bit cakey on this side. I applied a little bit too much once I went in with the brush straight into the pan. But the rest of my face looks okay. So I think this product is meant to, all right, so it's infused with apple extract to help nourish your skin. I can't tell if my face feels nourished, but I'll let you know, I guess, when I'm done with the rest of my makeup. So, okay, let's keep moving. Otherwise, we're gonna be here for the rest of the day. All right, so next we will go with eyes. So this is their Edge of Reality eyeshadow palette that was their holiday palette from 2020, I believe. And this palette is also pretty cool because I believe that it's also completely recyclable. And then the way that they just put the eyeshadow in these pans is really awesome. You can kind of already see that I've swatched some of them, but I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but it's like flat. It feels very like one with the pan, and I just think that that's really cool. The other thing that we also have to try out is the KVD Dazzle stick. It's a long wear eyeshadow. I believe it's a cream formula, and I have this in the color Lightning Strike, which is this gorgeous gold shade. And so we're gonna try and combine kind of a little bit of the eyeshadow palette and this cream eyeshadow to try it together. This is the packaging of the eyeshadow stick. It's kind of cool. Let me just go ahead and swatch this on the back of my hand. Sasquatch it. So it's that gorgeous, it's just got a gorgeous golden tone to it. So, so pretty. We're gonna do a neutral look because that's what we do on this channel. Okay, so we have our outline for our eyeshadow, I think more or less complete. I mostly just use, I use the neutral shades in this palette. I stuck mostly in this range here, and I think they actually blended quite well. Let's get to cream eyeshadowing, or dazzling. Wow. It has an interesting feeling to it. When you apply this, it feels cold on your eye. I don't feel like I've ever had a cream eyeshadow stick do that before. But look at that gold. It's like I feel like it's like very old-timey, like it reminds me of like the gold rush era, like that kind of a gold. You know what I mean? You know what I'm gonna describe this as? And actually it's very interesting because I'm not surprised at all that Genevieve picked this to be in her set. It's a very grungy gold color, and I love it. It's just really pretty. First thoughts, besides the cooling effect that this has, is it's not super easy to go straight from the stick to your eyelid. Like, I definitely feel like it wasn't as seamless of a lay down as some of the cream eyeshadow sticks that I've definitely played with, but the formula is totally different than those. It's like chunkier, a little bit more glittery, so I don't know that I would expect it to perform the same as like my favorite Makeup Forever or Urban Decay cream eyeshadow sticks, so I'm not gonna really fault it for that. So the next product we're going in with is the KVD Tattoo Liner. And I would say this is probably one of their most popular products. This is something that's been around for a really long time. This is their black liner in the color Trooper. Comes in this packaging. Pretty standard with brush tip. Looks pretty easy to apply. We'll see how it applies on top of the cream shadow. Sometimes I feel like liquid liners don't always want to stick on there, but maybe the formulas will go really, really well together. Do you guys see that on camera where I placed my pinky down? You can literally see the foundation is moving on my face, which cream foundations just set down a little bit differently, but I don't like that. I will say this liquid liner is fantastic. It's really good. It lay down perfectly on top of that cream eyeshadow. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face and then I will be right back to test out mascara and lips. We are back with the rest of our makeup complexion done. So I will say I like the coverage of this product, and I like how my face looks right now. I feel like all of my powder products lay perfectly just fine on top of this. The only thing that I don't really like about this is that when I was applying my eye makeup, anytime I would rest a finger on my face, it would literally pick up the foundation, and you could see it on my finger, and then you could see that there was a hole. That sounds really bad. But there was like a hole in my foundation on my face. And so for me, it kind of is, it's a little bit concerning because like even like I know that cream foundations tend to not be as long wear as perhaps like a liquid foundation or a powder foundation. So I totally get that. But for me, I'm just not really sure if we're still wearing masks for God knows how long. I don't know if you would want to get something like this. I will say my face feels great though. It does feel like very like lightly hydrated, I would say. And again, you know, all of the products lay really, really nicely on it. Let's go ahead and move on with their mascara. So this is the, nope, this is the liquid lipstick. Okay, this is their mascara. It's the Go Big or Go Home Volumizing Mascara, which I really, really love. So it claims to be extreme volume, long wear. The before and after photo on the package gives me a lot of hope. I don't think my lashes will ever look like that, but you know. Ooh, it's weighty. I like it. Oh, it's like, this is a large mascara tube. I don't, do I have another mascara to compare? Yeah. This is the Pat McGrath mascara, and that is a sizable difference. It's got the really, really heavy bristles, but this is the sort of mascara that I usually enjoy, so let's try this. I have to apologize. I know that I'm wearing liner, so it's going to be a little bit harder to see how the mascara looks, but maybe I will do a full review of the mascara on my Mascara Mondays at some point on Instagram. So, first coat done. We will try to build this up. Let's go in with 2 coats at least, I'm thinking. Okay, so this is 2 coats of mascara. It's not bad, actually. I really like it. The formula feels very, very similar to Too Faced's Better Than Sex mascara. It's got that kind of like, it builds upon itself really, really nicely. Unfortunately, it feels like a drier formula, which is I think why I ended up with this little tiny flake right here on my face. I don't know if you can see it. I like the volume of it. It's very fluttery. And we are now coming to the final product. This is the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick, and I have this in the color Ludwig, but I guess if you were Ludwig? Ludwig?
Ludwig von Beethoven.
Von Beethoven.
Oh my gosh. My piano teachers would not be pleased right now. So a very, very pretty pinky brown liquid lipstick. Does not feel drying on my hand, so I'm hoping that it doesn't feel too drying on my lips as well. Let's go. Well, that just smoothed right on. Liquid lipstick is on. It's a little bit drying. It went on really, really nicely though. I mean, I will say that that was literally like a less than a minute liquid lipstick and run out the door, so I'm okay with that. I would probably say I might wear a heavier lip balm before applying this, although I feel like that would kind of mess with the staying power of it, unfortunately. Yeah, all in all, this was pretty good. I think what we'll do for this video is I'll check in at the end of the day, see how my foundation looks, just do a little bit of a wear test on that, and then I will film my very, very final thoughts at the end of the week after I've used all of these products for a decent amount of time. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hey everyone, it is approximately 7:30, so I think I've had my makeup on for about 8.5, 9 hours now. So in terms of the foundation, so I'm not sure what to think about this, because during the day I feel like as the cream warmed up, it looked really, really beautiful on my skin, but even after powdering it down, I just feel like the transfer of it is insane. I felt like when I went to go like hug G Brown, I was worried that like I was going to transfer my foundation like to his face or his t-shirt, which I hate doing, obviously. And so I'm not sure, you guys. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of it. I do think it looks really nice, but the amount of moving around that it does, I don't know, and I know that it's meant to be like a cream foundation balm, and so it's not necessarily, I think, something that I would consider like a long-lasting, long-wearing, no transfer. Like, it doesn't claim to be any of those things, so I'm kind of like on the fence about it, because if you don't claim to be that, I can't really get mad at you if you don't. So yeah, in terms of the cream eyeshadow, I would say, I don't know if you can see it in camera, but there are a little bit of some glitter flecks that made its way down to my cheek. So I'm not super happy about that, but it does still look really, really beautiful on my eye. Of course, the liquid liner is still legendary and looks really, really good. I feel like that's the one product I've always heard about KVD, that her liquid liner has just been outstanding. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I will give you guys my final thoughts on Friday. See you then. Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Friday. I am so glad that the week is over. I feel like every time I do these recap videos, I'm like excited for the weekend. Who isn't though? Who isn't excited for the weekend? So let's go ahead and recap all of these products that we tried from KVD. I wanted to start with the big item, their Good Apple Foundation Balm. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I'm not going to repurchase this. I'm not entirely sure what this product was, like what kind of skin type it was meant for, because here's my issue. If you actually zoom in on my forehead, I have quite a bit of texture and just dryness kind of up here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm actually going to scoot forward as well. But it definitely, like a cream foundation, it tends to kind of emphasize some of the texture. And then even for so I'm not entirely sure, like if you have dry patches on your face, this doesn't work fantastic. And then if you are slightly more oily like me, then it kind of just breaks apart and doesn't really wear very well throughout the day, because it's got that more, it definitely has more oil in the product because it's that balm kind of a texture. So I just don't really understand what their target market was for. I will say, like, I'm wearing it right now and I think the coverage of it is pretty incredible. I do think that it's completely full coverage, but I just think that there are better cream foundations out there. If you are looking for one, Makeup Forever, Hourglass, and Tom Ford all have really, really great cream foundations. I'll probably finish this, but I don't think I'm going to repurchase it. Now, let's talk about items that I definitely am going to repurchase and possibly buy more colors of. So the Dazzle stick, I was really, really impressed with. I just think that this is so cool. I think it's really, really different than all of the other cream eyeshadow sticks out there. I think that the formula is pretty fun and amazing to play with. This color is absolutely stunning. When I did my initial try on with this eyeshadow look, I was actually just like very vain. But I would like just pick up my phone and like look at my eyeshadow and be like, wow. So I definitely really enjoy this formula. I actually want to pick up more colors because I just think they're so much fun. There's something about having a chunky, glittery cream that I just think is exciting and could be really, really great for summer. Their tattoo liner, amazing. It's super, super easy to create your wing liner. It lasts all day. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't run, it doesn't bleed. Yeah, this is just a fantastic product. I definitely recommend it. The other product that I tried was their matte liquid lipstick. I think it works really, really great. I think the color is really, really nice. The only thing about liquid lipsticks I would say is that as trends move on, I feel like liquid lipsticks are no longer really it. So I tend to find myself going more for glosses or balms these days, but I really like this. If I ever find an occasion where I definitely need to pick up a nude liquid lipstick that's going to last all day and be slightly drying, but I can get over it, I definitely would pick this up. And then last but not least, oh no, actually no, I have several more products. How could I forget? Their mascara is incredible. I really, really like it. I would say that you can't build it up over more than 2 coats. I think that this is one that you're just kind of 2 coats and you're good to go, but it did an incredible job, I think, of both lifting, curling. I'm trying to see if I can turn this way. But yeah, you can definitely see my lashes are bam. So definitely a really, really great mascara. I will be repurchasing this. Their number 10 brush for foundation is really good. I love the shape of this. There's something about this that makes it super easy to blend into the skin, but then when you get into your under eye for concealer, this just fits right there into the corners and you can kind of tap in your concealer and go. Really, really fantastic. I like this brush a lot. In terms of the eyeshadow palette, this is also really just, the formula is amazing. It's very, very soft. I really enjoyed using it, but I have this shade here on my eyes today, and I just think it's so incredible. It's got like a little bit of a shift to it where sometimes it looks pink, sometimes it looks that golden. I did build it up with by wetting my brush when I applied the shadow on my lid, but I just think it's so glossy and pretty and just really, really perfect, I think, for spring and summer. So, and again, with the recyclable packaging, like, I just think that this is, all in all, pretty good. I will say my first impressions from KVD Beauty is that I think that the brand's makeup, I do think, is just, it's pretty good. I definitely think that it's worth checking out, especially now that, hopefully now that their creator drama is past them, that they can really kind of not reformulate, but just rebrand and really take this brand in a really exciting direction. So I'm excited to see what comes from them. That wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, if you enjoyed watching this video, feel free to like it and also subscribe to our channel. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.
That'll do.
Oh.
Or are we thinking different things?
So,
Sorry, I'm thinking Shrek.
yeah, Shrek is a reference to.
I'm so sorry. I was like, wait.
You're like, Shrek is Australian?
I was like, well, they're kind of similar.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm Babe.
Okay. Oh, yes.
That'll do Pig.
Now I'm in the right childhood
Yeah,
movie.
and then Shrek, that'll do Donkey.
That'll do Donkey. Okay.
That'll do.
Okay. Sorry.
That'll do.
Thank you. Thank you for your TED Talk.
Like, you know?
What the hell does that mean?
I get what you mean.
It reminds you of the Gold Rush.
Not that I lived.
Because
In
it's
your
gold.
past life, get
No, it's that kind of like, you know, like it reminds me of just like, you know, all the photos from like, oh, well, they were all like black and white, I guess.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
No, I know what you mean. It's like when you're
Yeah.
panning for gold.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
in
it's
the
like,
river,
yeah, and it's like
dirty,
kind of
it's
like
messy.
dirty and like just,
And you
but
have to
it's
like
very,
sift
like-
out the water to find the gold.
Yeah.
But sometimes
See?
it's fool's gold, so it's
Mhm.
a little bit
So not the
other.
Gold Rush. It reminds you of
Yeah.
panning for gold.
okay, fine. But they did pan for gold during the gold rush.
Oh, but panning like eyeshadow pans.
Ooh,
See?
see?
We're gonna be here all day.
Yeah, we are.